Alright, we investigate this?
There are several
No.
footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Let's get an exact count.
Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth.
I like that it puts the little, like, evidence marker numbers on there. That's good. Let's go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46.
Like, size, or?
Standard work boot.
Probably sizes in probably,
44.
centimeters? Millimeters? Centimeters.
3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43.
Actually, if it's centimeters, it'd be like a half meter, wouldn't it? Yeah. I forget my sizings.
4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46.
Which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them.
Let's keep counting.
5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44.
Well, this is reinforcing the
An aberration.
dock worker hypothesis.
Yeah. Even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Let's gender the footprints.
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Fair enough. Pretty good at this, ain't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. 7.
I love the writing.
Outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms.
The only 200 kilogram guy I'm thinking we've seen is the big racist dude, so
8. And yet another
I'm a little worried.
boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
So either they lean on one foot more, or they replaced one. Maybe they got one resold. 8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Alright, we had the light step, Bob's big boy. Alright, they're all. Hopefully I can go through all of them, but Bob's big boy was
100?
the first, the biggest one that grabbed me. No pun intended.
One carrying the other who's tied up. Let's say a
How about 2?
worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
Yeah, 200 kilograms is a lot of kilograms. So.
Right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
We're not gonna fat shame the boots, thanks.
Possibly, yes.
Alright, so possibly a carry. Why'd they have to carry him?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Maybe the victim refused to walk through his own lynching.
Anyway, it's something to consider.
Could also have been unconscious, so like both are fairly reasonable assumptions. Light
A
step.
woman? Or a kid?
It could be a kid.
How do you know?
I don't.
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
I don't.
Understood. Anything else?
Alright, an aberration, one soul smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the old soul.
Okay.
Someone operating a workbench.
Any ideas?
with a pedal? Like a
Oh,
drummer.
that could be one thing too.
Or maybe a drummer?
Well, I'll follow the drummer
No,
one.
it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver.
Oh, yeah.
Who would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
I was thinking using the right shoe, so yeah.
He doesn't seem to hear you. Looking south, toward the traffic jam instead. The machines are silent. The engines are all turned off.
Okay.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a
So that would have sent me over to talk to them regardless if I hadn't decided to do that first. Alright. Prudent. Okay. How old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
Makes sense.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his
Oh.
was the last warm
Steve,
day.
you're good at those.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Alright, what's your take on it?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then,
Okay.
after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
At first glance, though.
They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy.
I feel like this firm understanding is going to get thrown out the window as we move along, but...
The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
We've been through all of it. Alright. I put a save there. After the Kuno incident, I'm like save paranoid. Alright, I should be single saving it too. Oh, that was the street sign.
It's raining again.
The young woman looks up at the overladen sky.
It was clear just an hour ago.
Alright, so tell me, what exactly have you been doing in your greenhouse in March?
Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so.
Alright, she seems surprised at the question.
Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
Given what has happened to several militaries throughout history, who assumed they didn't need to bring water and could drink snow along the melted snow along the way, that is not true. That is very not true.
Think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
Alright, let's look at her intently.
Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see?
Plaza?
That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbor gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
Alright, noted.
Glad to have been of service. Now you know the locals are keeping tabs on you.
Alright, so what's this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
The street sign says fuck the police.
Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
It's fine, I didn't mean to startle you.
Okay.
I gotta go? Alright. Look around a little bit and then... Oh, hey. Ancient fountain doesn't pump water anymore, there's a tree in it. It's fun down here. Plastic Rag Macaroni stands with humanitarian aid. We got more drivers here too. We might have to go bother with that one I didn't want to disturb earlier, but I'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Roy's Pawn Shop, fast cash for faster times. Water lock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m.
Good morning to you, officers.
Morning.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous...
It's like, what's up with the knife? Yeah.
with an
Okay.
old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
Alright, and what do you do here, sir?
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
I mean, at least he's honest.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the
I
waterlock.
feel like you could cross that, but I feel like we also might fall in if we tried. Alright.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
The man on the waterlock picks the skin off a slice of salami and takes a sizable bite. You know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershoal. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
I know it's further down the coast.
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church.
I know about the Bizarro Church, and we're gonna have some fun there.
There always seems to be something wrong with it.
Okay.
Yeah, not really much else.
I like how he makes it sound like a
Burned out
cult,
ruins.
but... Alright, can I have some salami?
Sure thing.
Gets off a slice of salami.
It is salty. It is savory. It is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
Hell yeah.
Want some too, officer?
He turns to the lieutenant.
Why not?
Lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. Alright. Well, that was fun. That's a butter sign. Helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. That it won't let me actually use. Hot air rises up from the sewer, sour, acidic, strangely comforting. Alright, can't go any further this way.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
Sweet.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Let's try the shades on.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
I feel that. The curses of having a head that is too large.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
So we have to buy them.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Don't tell me what to do, Kim. I like these sunglasses.
I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this.
I don't know, 250. Okay.
Okay, fine. Go ahead. If you want to look like a walking midlife crisis, then who am I to interfere?
Alright, let me rummage through the box.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
I kind of defeats the purpose of sunglasses.
UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
That's bad.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Alright, I'm gonna leave for now. We're gonna try the conceptualization once I have some money.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Oh, they're not even washed.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
Okay, but what is the economy you're saving?
Look around, officer. You see all these premium goods just sitting there, not getting bought? We've got to keep the flow of goods.
I mean, it's certainly a sales pitch.
Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children?
I don't want to save Mother Economy. Definitely not. That sounds racist. But I don't have children, I
Too
think.
bad, officer. Kids make it all worthwhile. Without kids, who's going to be around to enjoy the economy?
I hate this guy.
Don't let me stop you. Open the box and browse a little.
Let's open the box and browse a little.
Find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Oof.
The box smells like cat piss or like an old person with no money.
Oh, that's me.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
Alright, we might be able to find something there, but I will, again, come back when actually, didn't say it. I had to pay. Wow, he'll probably
You
charge
keep
me.
coming back.
Let's find
Haven't you
something.
heard, officer? We've got to be economically
Oh.
conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't
Doesn't
look
make any
around,
sense.
officer.
I'm just gonna
This
go
is
for the
really
same
economy.
answer.
Too
Okay.
bad, officer.
Composure, that's what we
Make
want
it
to do.
all worthwhile.
No good.
Oh,
You can come up with some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist.
that's our first failed check, I think.
Like hell. Like an itch pit in hell.
All natural materials, see? Real wool, 100% skin friendly, and they're yours for only 2 real.
I'm not getting myself with. Oh, I have enough for them, but I don't want itchy pants. No.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves
Hey,
basically,
welcome, Ivysaur.
perched atop them like conquerors.
Don't tell me what to do.
fleeing the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
I like that they rhyme.
A pair of
Sneakers and
found
speakers.
ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
I definitely don't have 50 real.
That's madness.
Yeah.
Found ultra. Wear the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine.
Alright, I might come back for
These
those.
once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found ultras atop them. A small heat emboss on the veneer reads, Solidarity Aid from the People's Republic of Samara.
You respect some solidarity, dude.
Themselves don't seem to display any magical qualities.
Okay. Oh,
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
but I already looked at the sneakers. But, yeah, poor little speakers.
No, don't pity them, officer. These are old Samaran garbage. Don't even look at them. Check out these super cool, fun ultras instead.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
You like a dictatorship of the proletariat? Why can't I just buy the sad conquered Samaritan speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
That's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best.
I hate this guy.
Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
Alright, you don't know what I am. I don't even know it myself. I want the speakers.
Well, if you want them, but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground.
I beg to differ.
If, on the other hand, you wanted to
I mean, if I'm going to put them on my feet, they're going to be on the ground anyway.
sneakers for little extra. 50 cents?
Well, then I guess we need
So
50-50.
you have to buy the sneakers first.
Alright. Well, we gotta get 50 bucks somehow. Actually, can we talk to him directly? Can we, like, throw some questions at him, too? I didn't even try. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, there we go.
You see a Cimarron street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin.
Okay.
The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
What's up?
Happy
See, like,
shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
what's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The
Oh,
customers.
okay. He's starting to win me back. He's starting to win me back.
One more thing, officer.
Yeah.
You're very cool.
I knew that.
Bang, 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 bang.
That's the best touch for the finger guns. Alright.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
Oh, but I'm gonna go in blasting. Perfect.
Don't shoot, officer.
Game of the century.
An arrest here or just a shakedown?
Just a shakedown.
Good one, officer. You're a funny guy. Now, what can I do for you?
Just kidding. I'm really here to shake you down for some answers to official police questions.
Fire away, officer.
Alright. What are you selling?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on,
Oh,
right?
you mentioned the speakers, but he's not selling them, but he's selling them. Alright, you have a permit to sell all that?
Joke, officer. Here we don't have permits. Just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around at
He takes a deep breath, alright.
the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Yeah. Alright, sweet, no permits means less work for me. Let's move on.
That's right. Revachol is the best place for an independent self-employer like myself. That's why it's so cool with all the models coming here and cool celebrities.
Alright, is there a discount for cool officers like me?
Wait for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
Alright.
Did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
Probably. Are these really on sale, or did you jack the price up first?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up?
That's not gonna happen, but alright, where'd you get those comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
That is certainly something that a salesperson where everything was completely above board would say. Alright, that's all.
Anything for you.
Alright, the food packages here, the food packages you're selling have humanitarian aid written on them. How come?
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
We could be, Harry MRE. Start a YouTube channel.
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
Alright, doesn't that beat the idea of humanitarian aid? It's supposed to be free. That's what makes it humanitarian.
It is practically free. Yours for 5 cents a piece. Rock that tuna. Why not some macaroni too?
Who in their life has said rock that? Well, okay. Maybe in the bedroom. Alright. I think one said not for resale on the packaging.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy.
I'm sure.
Wait. Humanix. Humanitarian aid.
Does your supplier try that Humanix lorry over there?
What?
The street vendor looks over his left shoulder and stares at the lorry as though he's never seen a lorry in his entire life.
Convincing performance. Bravo.
Look, officer, I'm just a retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you got questions about the supply chain. That's how the game works.
I mean, he's not wrong. Alright, where are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably
gross.
comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
I feel like asking if he's not local just seems kind of racist. Well, he does have a bunch of Sumerian goods, so it might not be a racist thing. I don't really want to like pinpoint him because I don't want him to feel like I'm doxing him. But you're not local.
Sharp,
There
officer.
we go.
I'm Serais from the Seaguy province.
All right.
The Serais Empire.
So he's confirmed what I kind of knew. Okay.
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Isn't that name kind of insensitive?
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism,
You're welcome.
but the apricot suzerainty is a shithole.
All right. Right, but isn't it a shithole because of Revachol?
If you say so, officer. I don't worry too much about politics. I'm an entrepreneur, you know. Whatever's good for business is good for me.
All right. Let's shake. Oh, actually, that went up a little. Let's shake him down for some cash.
No need to dress
Or
this
don't.
one up. Just tell him what you want.
Yo, can I get some cash?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
I don't know. It's just the only thing I come up with my head to ask you. I need to get money somehow.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
I'm not, though. I'm
Sorry,
just looking for cash.
detective.
Well, so much for that. We're sticking with every roll, too, so. Gotta fly in by the seat of our non-itchy pants. Okay, can't sneak around that way. We gotta go the longish way. Alright, let's check this out. Oh, I guess I gotta go into the hole and around. Into my house. We didn't really check out up here yet either. Okay. How's it going, guys?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
What you playing?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can
Looks kind of
see
like
it.
marbles, but
We're
it's a really
both
big
old.
ring for
Now
marbles.
stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
We ballers, let's go.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Let me show. Let's observe him first.
See? Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
Okay, so it is like marbles.
Could the objective of the game be to throw the metal ball so it lands by the wooden ball?
Probably.
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
He tries to measure the throw.
I hope you pass out from it. You goddamn jellyfish. Men like you
I'm
are
just
the
worried it might be
reason
golf
this
scoring
is-
instead of proximity scoring. No, golf scoring would be good, because low, yeah. Never mind. Standing tall and proud, this is partnered with disgust.
Trying to throw something as close to a predetermined point as possible. Measuring. This must be the age-old game of petanque.
If you say so.
Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already.
Wait, what team?
Doesn't matter what team. Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game.
Physical instrument seems a little more chill than he should be for this, but... why are you so mean to me?
He's on the ball, Dinky Winky.
Alright, we observed. I guess it went down because, we'll try it anyway. Worst comes to worst, I embarrass myself.
This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast.
What?
You threw your sister's breast.
That is an amazing line.
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw.
Why did it feel so wrong?
Muscle memory knew what to do and went for it. But there were gaps.
Okay. Something about it was completely unnatural. Corrupted. Okay.
It felt like you were
I do
going
have something, okay.
or a lunge. There was definitely gonna be jumping. Maybe you scored a point, but this is a fiasco.
Alright. I thought something way more spectacular would
What are you
happen.
talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect petanque throw.
His tone is full of admiration.
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
He shakes his head in extreme disdain. Perfect throw? Well, I still feel defeated.
Because those rooster pants are squeezing you senseless. Whatever happened to practical, durable, Revachol made? Now, what can I do for you?
For a second I was gonna say maybe they should have gotten the itchy pants, but those weren't Revachol made. Well, actually, if they were humanitarian aid too, they might have been Revachol made. Whatever, we're not gonna worry about it.
Look who's talking. That cockatoo uniform must give him a real advantage when fighting in the circus.
What are you talking about? That man has drip. That man looks incredible.
Yes, officer. What do we need from this gentleman?
He seemed to be playing in a crater.
Yes.
I mean, I did observe that coming in, so.
Interesting variety to a familiar game.
Alright. Do you know what created it?
Fire from heavy artillery.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire. But why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Wait, who are the communards again?
It's communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees.
How's there a bug in here and like the balls ass of winter? What the hell?
So valiantly we got licked.
Alright, well, good. Go communards.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked...
That sounds like propaganda.
Bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
We didn't know we lacked caliber. Okay.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Yeah. Why shell them here in Marnaise?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up
Fair
first.
enough. The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Alright. Sounds grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Well, no, well, maybe beneath there, I guess.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Coalition?
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that.
So he's racist, too. Great. Is that why everything's so bombed out?
Right, son. They lit the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There's a strange gleam in his
The
eyes.
rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Good.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered.
Or as they shouldn't.
Of course, they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
What do I think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Alright, I'll, paving the way for the hardworking, well, that's xenophobic. Yeah, the Soft Socialists paving the way for the hardworking class to take over.
Surely you don't mean it. I'm just sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those commie hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking my piss in the mountains.
If you're eating cats, I definitely don't like you.
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol. Or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
Sucks to be you.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
And now he's insulting my musical taste, too. Oh.
This is just what the commies wanted.
Actually, I don't know if the music I like is what they play on the radio,
This is
so.
what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
They did? I don't think commies wanted, toothpaste ads. Who is Frizzell?
Damn Frisel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown.
The old veteran falls out and massages his chest.
In a very public execution.
Good riddance.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
Alright, you mentioned Guillaume.
A true king in both blood and mind. Led Revachol before Frisel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
Alright, how does Philippe factor into this?
He doesn't. That was 100 years ago. Ain't got nothing to do with anything.
Fair enough. Alright, so what is a suzerain?
Suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? They forgotten already.
Kids these days.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Alright, do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of Whirling in Rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. And like most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops.
Cop is a pejorative
you should.
term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
Then why would you respect policemen for that?
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
Alright, what about police women?
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork.
And he's a misogynist. I fucking hate this guy. Alright, but no duties Elysium woman couldn't carry
You
out.
must agree that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made men more fit to perform certain, more challenging tasks. Don't you, officer?
Abso-fucking-lutely not.
Really, officer. Match an average woman against an average man in a dark alley and see who comes out on top.
Alright, you're fucking disgusting.
Gender equality is a very noble, very modern idea. But in real life, primal roles prevail. But I do not wish to discuss this matter further.
Good, because I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Alright, I saw the statue of Philippe III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes. King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Insane?
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant
Yeah.
who emptied the treasury so he could...
Gaston seems more legit. I like him a little better.
Superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
And how should a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Alright, seems to me a leader should take care of his people before himself.
Is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was...
That is completely incorrect. Alright.
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
There's some weariness in his voice now. He's heard this rant many times before.
The Carabinier doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
Alright, was that about cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity...
Purple?
is
Wait,
borderline
did they dye their cocaine here?
You can't even take the responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler?
He asks, obviously annoyed.
That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine. For clarity of vision. To aid in their work. Regnum cocainum. Revachol's finest years.
No, I'm pretty sure it's probably just they'd like to party. But okay.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court medic administered a dose to his mother when she was in labor. And it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Yeah, there's definitely something higher about him.
He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
Alright, such responsibility requires a boost. But I don't want to sound anti-drug either. So, thanks for clearing that up. And we got an ad coming, so... I'm gonna roll that, and then we'll probably finish out this conversation and keep... Okay, let's talk about something else.
Right.
We might as well. What makes this man stand so proud? Actually. Fine. I don't know why that wouldn't affect my morale, right?
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
Okay.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabiniers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Okay.
Don't you mean Frissel the fan?
Fun.
Do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
So he's a lot like
There's something
any
you
royalist.
missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Okay, so we can try it again later. Cool. Thank you for your time. A good time for an autosave, actually.
Really, how down myself.
Take a bite out of a sandwich. Alright.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
I think it's supposed to be friendly rodeo. This guy's a dick.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
Damn right it doesn't.
Officer, how might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Alright. Looks delicious. Can I have a bite of that?
Sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
That's fair.
The only one you have.
Get fucked.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. Well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
I don't really mean. Alright, please, ma'am?
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
Please?
Back off! It's mine!
Alright, sorry, buddy.
A glimmer of respect flashes in Rene's eyes.
I don't want respect from him,
Sorry,
though.
officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Unless it was respect for him.
But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
I was hoping there would be an out after
And
this
it's
one.
gone.
That's fine.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? We are a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
I'm not going to try and steal the sandwich. Alright, what are the rules of this game?
The goal is to throw your bull as close to the cochonnet as you can.
Fair enough.
That's the cochonnet.
Alright, you point to a small wooden ball in the middle of the crater. Interesting. Tell me more about it.
Well, first, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope. Then, the order of play is determined by a coin toss. You win it. You get to throw the cochonnet.
Okay.
Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted.
Alright, anything else you can tell me about that?
Cool, but
I have subscribed to Petanque
I
Facts.
don't want to take up your time with trivial details, officer.
Fair enough.
We'll put that knowledge to good use in 50 years. I'm sure of that, officer.
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now?
No, I want to talk to him. Promise it won't be about Petanque.
Hurry up then.
What do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Alright. Come on, you must have heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then
It's a
help
big
him,
assumption.
Wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the gauche caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
Renee, fuck off.
He means caviar socialists.
I suppose the champagne socialist, I
wish
guess.
I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
I respect a guy who doesn't snitch.
He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Alright, sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Renee, you're a dick.
I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it.
Thank you.
Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
Alright, and who's Evrard?
Evrard Claire. Everyone in Martinez knows the Claire brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
Fair enough.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on.
Where's my chance to just deck Renee? I'm sick of this
The
guy.
old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea.
Good.
There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
The kind you cast into the sea when you realize they're
It's
worthless.
To get caught in a crossfire.
Alright. Are you a union member?
In many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Everard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
So you're not an actual member.
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Everard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
Fair enough.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating.
I didn't get that impression, but okay.
Renee's
The big
eyes.
deal thing.
He doesn't know anything because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Aw.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns the way the wind blows and tries to look important.
Renee, go fuck
I
yourself.
hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
What are the little things you do for Everard?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
I mean, you did give us that pissing on a sandwich line, so... Or pissing on a sentence, but... The sandwich has not been pissed on. What kind of things do you write for him?
Nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could.
Okay, so op-eds, but communist op-eds, which I approve of.
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Nah, are you a caviar
I
socialist?
don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
What? How can you write those newspaper pieces if you're not political?
Officer, I have a vivid imagination. And like I said, I have a way with words. That's enough. No need to sink into politics.
I feel like he's got a self-preservation instinct.
He just fluffs it up.
Of course. Don't sink into anything. Don't sink into any fight. Only sink into your couch.
Alright, the freedom stuff sounds grossly patriotic, so I keep my nose clean too.
Just easier that way. Besides, life isn't as black and white as René's of the world tried to make it seem. It's all shades of gray, really.
I should have gone with believes in something.
You.
I don't even consider myself a regular social.
Alright, let's go with believe in
I
something.
believe everyone has the right to think and do
Okay,
what
that's
they
not so
want,
bad.
even if it's nothing at all. I'm very adaptable.
Fair enough.
Come on, you.
Alright, close his eyes like he's never gonna open them again. Thanks, that's all for now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
What else do we have to ask about the Union?
Officer.
Oh no, we're good.
No, thank you.
Alright.
For being consummate
I'm not gonna try and steal a sandwich.
You'll-
Bye for now. Alright, oh yeah, I wanted to see what was up with this. Oh, there's also a side thing there. See it on the way out. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. Presumably, maybe what took out the, There we go. Spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air, but presumably what took out the billboard, maybe? Alright, there's stairs over here. There's this we didn't look at, apparently.